Yes, you know, we're gonna make a special dinner. You guys need to get some treats while I make it, okay? Here. Come here, babies. Titus, not in the kitchen. Outside, outside, outside. Oh. I know. Okay. You guys need to get a special piece. 1 minute. Okay. All right. We're gonna go outside of the kitchen, not in the back. What are we gonna do? Nicely, you know, good girl. Nicely, Mari, gentle, okay? Good girl. She always eats funny. Okay. Hello guys, welcome back to Husky Squad. And today we're gonna make a very special dinner for the squad. We don't always feed them like this, but after so much research and after so much learning over the years, we definitely did learn that nutrition is so important for your dogs. They have to eat biologically appropriate food that they're meant to be eating to thrive. And we watched a documentary recently, I'll leave the link below. But it blew our mind how dog food is made and commercial dog food is made, and it's just, once you watch it and once you learn more, you really want to feed your dog better, nutritious food. We did learn though that things to avoid are grains at all costs. Grains, garlic, onion, grapes, chocolate. Those are the things you definitely want to avoid 100%. Now, certain veggies and fruits are not good for them at all, like oranges, you know, citrus fruits, you probably don't want to give dogs at all. Some vegetables like broccoli, cauliflower, carrots, and tomatoes, they're not that great for dogs. It's not super nutritious for them. So what we do sometimes is we feed the squad poppers with their food. We still feed them that premium kibble, which we are starting to get away from more and more, and we are already feeding them a half raw diet. But we also feed them sometimes very nutritious organic food that's homemade, complementing their diet. So is this what I'm about to show you 100% complete? Probably not. But there's nothing wrong with it. It's healthy. We've researched it. Actually, Dr. Tobias, who is a vet out of Vancouver, out of Pacific Northwest, he's amazing. I love his blogs. And I read a lot on his blogs about dog nutrition. And these veggies I'm gonna show you here are one of the best ones for dogs. So this recipe is great for the fall when you wanna spoil your pups so they don't always eat the same food. I mean, how would you feel if you eat cereal, breakfast, lunch, and dinner? Not that great, right? So adding some variety, adding some fresh nutrition, organic if you can, is so beneficial. You save later on vet bills, disease, so many problems, allergies when you feed your dog right. So here we go. Sweet potatoes, guys. Those are orange potatoes, purple sweet potatoes, green beans, and I have organic free-range chicken here, and I picked the boneless, skinless thighs. So the skin I would be fine with, but when you cook bones, it's not good for dogs because they can crack. They can eat raw bones, and you have to research this subject a lot. I know, Titus, you agree. But when you cook it, you really don't want to have bones. It's not good for them at all. So this recipe is great for the fall because you can use different kind of squashes, butternut, pumpkin, all different kinds of things like that. Sweet potatoes, obviously, this is great for them. These green beans are great for them. I'm gonna make a great stew. They're gonna absolutely love it. So I'm really excited to make it for them. The nice thing about using organic veggies is that you don't have to peel them, just like I cut up the sweet potatoes here. I left the skin on. First of all, it's so much easier because you don't have to stand there and peel every piece of veggie. But also, the peel of these potatoes and a lot of veggies have so much nutrition in them. It's a shame for your pup to miss out on those. So if you get organic veggies, you don't have to peel it. More nutrition, win-win. Okay, so I'm just gonna boil these sweet potatoes covered in a bit of water. Dogs don't need and really shouldn't have a whole lot of spices. I will show you afterwards what I do give them, what spices I do give them that's actually very health beneficial. But the first thing we're gonna do is just boil it up, let it get a bit soft. You don't want it to be falling apart, but you want it to be nice and soft. So it's in a bit of water, all these sweet potatoes, because these will take the longest to cook. Okay? All right, cover it all the way, medium flame, and I'll check when they're ready. But in the meantime, I'm gonna cut these green beans. Just cut the ends and just make them a bit smaller, because for a dog it's much easier to have smaller pieces of those, because they're already fibrous, so they're gonna have to chew on it. So I'm just gonna cut them into smaller pieces. We all want our family members to thrive, to be healthy, to feel good, to feel full of energy. And honestly, the more improvements we make to our dogs and to the Husky Squad's health, the better they do. They're not young anymore, they're not babies. They're already have some years on them, but they thrive, they're happy. When we're outside, we do trails, miles and miles of heavy trails, all kinds of landscapes, all kinds of conditions, and they power through them like nothing we've ever seen before. So when we feed them a healthy diet, that's so important. It just changes everything. So I can't say enough about nutrition when it comes to dogs. That really sets everything apart. I know it can be an overwhelming subject, because you go into a pet food store and there's all these shiny bags and it says natural and it says all these things, but there's no regulation when it comes to those things. So really look into the subject for yourself and see what you're feeding your fur baby that you love so much and you want them to thrive, live healthy, free of disease, cancer, you know, being overweight, tumors, like all these issues that we see, allergies, really comes from nutrition that can all be prevented and reversed. I'm adding the green beans now because these don't take as long to cook. Look how colorful this is. I know that I'm not crazy. I know that dogs don't see all the colors that we do. Well, that's scientifically what they've researched, and dogs only see a certain amount of colors. But there's definitely something to be said about color and nutrition. This food has vitamins, antioxidants. It's great for dogs, and it's in its whole form instead of being processed into a piece of kibble that just sits on a shelf for a very long time. So the raw aspect of it that we do feed our pups, which we'll get more and more into it with you guys once we're comfortable exactly with what we're doing. We're also feeding very similar to this type of variety of veggies, but cooked, lightly cooked, is also a great alternative to feeding your dog kibble, which is also cooked, right? Kibble is processed at a super high degree. It's all bunched up together. It doesn't always have the ingredients that your dog should be eating. Look at it, turn around the bag, you'll see all the ingredients in the back. It's not always, you won't even understand half of it. So cooking the food is pretty much like giving your dog kibble, except a way healthier version, because it's made from fresh ingredients that doesn't sit on a shelf for a long time. Okay, so let's talk healthy spices. I've done some research, I can't remember by heart all the details, but cinnamon and turmeric are wonderful for dogs. Those are really great spices to use. Being mindful, don't use nutmeg. You only want to use cinnamon. That's the only one that's okay for dogs, and since it's the fall, why not? And the turmeric is just really beneficial. I'll leave a link below about the benefits for turmeric for dogs. In the meantime, I'm gonna heat this pan with a little bit of olive oil. And as you noticed here, I chopped up the chicken pieces, and I didn't trim any of the fats because we want the fats for dogs. Actually, I would have loved if this would have had the skin too. That would have been even better. But we definitely don't want to trim the fat here for dogs. Dogs need this. This is absolutely good for them. So I'm going to let this heat for a minute. And what I usually do to test is let's toss in one. See, it's perfect. It's sizzling. So I'm just going to spread this a little bit all over the pan. And in the meantime, let's add some turmeric in it. A little bit of cinnamon. And the Husky Squad is going to love this. What I do when I cook it for them, I make sure, see how it's over here? It still looks a little bit rare. And I don't like to keep it rare when I'm cooking it. If you feed them raw, that's different. But that mix of cold and hot, I don't know if it's good for them. So I just make sure that it's cooked thoroughly and it's not raw anymore, but also not overcook it. So it's kind of finding that perfect balance. So this whole meal only took me about 10-15 minutes, that's it. A little bit of extra time, a little bit of extra love. You know what you put in your pup's plate, in their bowl. You know it's nutritious for them. It's just there's nothing like it. It's the best feeling. And if you want to, what you can do is also cook like a triple batch. This should last you in the fridge for at least 2 days. I think even 3 days should be fine. So you have it for the next day. Okay guys, hope you like this video. Let us know in the comments below what you think, if you make this for your pup, if they like it, if they enjoy it. Also let us know if you want more of these recipes that we feed the Husky Squad, and also let us know anything else that you need help with for your pup to live a healthy, thriving, and fulfilling life. One more thing guys, if you like this video, don't forget to subscribe to our channel. We upload content every 2 weeks, sometimes even every week, of adventures, our hiking, camping, how-to tips, anything that we feel will benefit you, and especially videos that you actually request. So remember to subscribe to our channel, request content, because we do make videos based on your requests. Thank you guys so much, and see you next time on Husky Squad.